There's that funky slide guitar music that comes on every Monday through Friday live at 5:30 on the Mighty Met, 1490 AM, broadcasting all over the Inland Empire and the aforementioned AM band. Join our vast studio audience in the Evil at B Network, Rumble, YouTube, subscribe to those, and X as they do it. It's something else that we're having to do, and we're taping this because you'll see why. We're going to have to go down to the Riverside Unified School District for the fiasco that was going on down there. I guess they were jealous of all the publicity that the Moreno Valley Unified Disorganized Crime Syndicate was getting, and they had to outstupid themselves on that, attacking two young girls who just want to play sports and not be beat the hell out of by boys or men. We'll get to that here in a second. Of that, again, we're only going to run a tape show for a half hour on that. This will run on the Mighty Met. We'll run it on Facebook and all those guys a little bit later on. But and the other news that was coming in, and we'll get to that hopefully in a second after we do the main story. Matt Gaetz pulled his nomination for Attorney General. We'll have what we got, and we'll see if Ron DeSantis and Donald J. Trump got balls enough to pull phase 2 of this. This fight's not over, and they got to show they're not, even though Gaetz pulled it for whatever reason, they got to show that they're not backing down, else this thing could go sideways for the whole Trump administration real fast. We'll get into that. But let's get back to the Riverside Unified School District. Man, are they doubling down on stupid? I mean, we had the whole fiasco that went on out here in Moreno Valley with the meltdown of the meeting and everything in it going worldwide of how idiotic all the policies are over there, and we're all well aware of that happened about a week and a half ago. Riverside had to do something stupid. It's supposedly two young ladies, I believe in high school, King High School, on the cross-country or running team or something or other, which God bless them. I'm glad some kids are out there doing athletics and stuff like that, especially girls. They wore a shirt that said, hey, keep the dude, keep the dudes out of our sport. And I mean, the absurdity that we're even talking about this stuff in 2024 is mind-boggling. I mean, we got the Riley Gaines situation on down with that other yo-yo and all that, and everything that's been breaking loose. But this crap has got to stop. And I agree, Sheriff Chad just posted something, I mean, agreeing with the same thing. Girls need to play in girls' sports. Period. End of story. They don't need boys or men in their locker rooms, bathrooms, or anything else. Men have to start doing what we were put on this earth to do, is preventing this kind of crap. Here's the Fox News report. Well, we'll go into that has Riverside Unified competing with Moreno Unified on the stupid scale. Can the Inland Empire, for crying out loud, get a break? Here we go.
The school does allow other messages. There's other social, political, religious messages worn on shirts by other students. And then there's also signs hanging around campus. There's gay pride flags hanging in the classroom. And so there are other messages that are allowed that haven't been censored. And I know, Taylor, you even asked the athletic director regarding other messages. So if you want to speak to that, you can go ahead and share.
Yeah, I asked our athletic director about, because the student on our team, wears bracelets that say like trans pride, and I asked him, why is he allowed to wear that, and why can't we wear ours?
So again, and I didn't want to put the Fox News headline up right off the beginning. I just wanted you to see the shirt they were wearing and the little explanation they gave. This here is the Fox News headline. California school official compared Save Girls Sports shirt to a swastika, rebuke girls wearing it in a lawsuit. The complaint alleges students were told their shirts were like wearing swastikas. This is by Jamie Joseph in Fox News, as you saw it. The amount of stupid that is going on, especially in the schools of the Inland Empire, but all this is pervasive across all 57 states, as Obama has said. This, and I'm going to use the word, this is retarded where we're at. And I'm not disparaging anybody, but I'm using it in the pejorative. This is absolutely stupid that we're talking about stuff like this today. That two girls who are just trying to get, trying to participate in their sports, trying to, getting to the point of entering into adulthood and having to deal with all that yo-yo stuff. And school employees, they have a Save Girls Sports, which should be a no-brainer anyway. The dude or dudette or whoever was saying this should be wearing the same damn shirt. This is preposterous of what we're going through here. More from these two young ladies, Caitlin and Taylor. Here we go.
And express our opinion when he is expressing his opinion. Like, why can't we wear our shirts? So then she just brought up the example of the swastika again. She wouldn't really answer any of my questions. She just kept on bringing up that example. When we wore them to practice, we actually did get a lot of compliments for wearing our shirts from other athletes on the team.
They should be getting compliments from everyone, not just their fellow students or whatever. I want to give that these two girls should be 100%. I mean, if I had one of those shirts, I'd be wearing it too today. I hope they got some to pass out. It's 100% flippin' idiotic of what the hell we're doing. I mean, we must have gone absolutely mad. Beyond belief. The absolute unadulterated stupidity that's going in on our society. No wonder people are flocking to MAGA and Donald Trump in this election from all walks of life. I mean, the stunning stupidity that we're even dealing with this. Holy cow, here we go with some more of the report. Maybe.
We had to put on a different shirt because we weren't allowed to wear this shirt at practice.
The girls wore shirts that they're wearing right now that the front says Save Girls Sports. And then on the back of the shirt, it says it's common sense. XX does not equal XY.
You know, maybe they should start teaching that in school. It's common sense. It's biology. It's science. There's a difference. There's a difference between men and women and boys and girls. Yeah, XX versus XY chromosome. Holy bleeping cow. That we have to endure this kind of idiocracy going on. Oh, well, you can't wear that kind of shirt. But we can have gay pride flags, transgender, whatever. That's perfectly... No, we can have boys, men, undressing in the girls' bathrooms, locker rooms, and that's perfectly okay. This is beyond stupid. You know, I've been around this stuff for parts of 7 decades. And this has got to be one of the dumbest. I mean, I thought 10 days ago what happened at the Moreno Valley Unified Disorganized Crime Syndicate couldn't be topped. But this is. Whatever the hell's going on down there. And they got more stupid policies going on about X, Y, and Z, and we'll be talking about that at the meeting tonight. The great Sandy R. alerted us to the stupidity going on over there.
There are 3 simple changes.
And again, the men, Dr. Airhead, Naomi, whatever, Alexander, hyphenated, Jose, this and that, and whatever, you are totally against women. You're totally against the girls of you are supposed to be championing for as a school board member and a woman. Your idiotic crap of your stupid professor and whatever you're doing at Cal Baptist or wherever you're teaching, and you run that rhetoric of equality and inclusion and diversification and equity and all that noise has caused this situation. The other part of this is the men on that school board. They should all frickin' resign. There is no possible way. If they can't do the job, not only as school board members, but as men, protecting their mothers, wives, daughters, and women all across the board from this kind of harassment. Where's the sexual harassment, charges of men exposing themselves to girls, or they got to produce in their sports, or this, and we got to accommodate. Again, the absurdity of this. You wear a shirt that says "Save Girls Sports." On the back says XX does not equal XY. A scientific fact we've known since the recorded history is comparing it to Hitler and the swastika and everything. Anybody responsible for pushing this crap, which has been the school board, the superintendent, the administrators, and the teachers, except for a few that spoke out, every one of them should be down there disassociating for themselves from that, else they're just as complicit. If you're not saying nothing, if you're working for Riverside Unified School District and you're not speaking up, then you're going along with this.
Displaced Taylor on the girls' varsity team told the girls that they needed to remove their shirts or hide the messaging on their shirts. And when the girls very respectfully asked, why do we need to change our shirts? What's wrong with the messages? The athletic director told the girls that their shirts, the messages on their shirts created a hostile environment. And the girls, again, very respectfully asked, what does that mean? What do you mean that our shirt?
They're lucky. They should be thanking their lucky freaking stars. If they would have told me I couldn't wear a shirt like that, my next response would have been, you know where I'm going to stuff this shirt? And it's going to be right over whatever principal, teacher, school board member told me that. Oh, you got to hide. I'd have told him, stick it up your ass. I would have told him, I dare you to kick me out of this school. Or do any sort of punishment. Because, oh, buddy, you want to go for it? It's frickin' game on. We'll be down at the Riverside Unified School District at 5:30 today, and we'll see how it goes. We'll be joining Sandy R, and I hope a throng of people that show up. Oh, if you Riverside community do not, and the greater Inland Empire area, because they need support. That's why I'm going down there. They absolutely 100% have to have support on this issue. If we as a community don't stand up against this, like what happened at Moval 10 days ago and what's happening here in Riverside School District, we deserve what we get. So I hope you guys are down there. I hope you guys and gals are down there. Starting at 5:30 Thursday, get in line, get in public comments, and let them know what you think about this right here, because this cannot stand. I will fight this with every fiber of my body. Holy bleeping cow. On to other news. Big news. The other big news that dropped today, which was as excited as I was when Donald J. Trump nominated Matt Gaetz as Attorney General. Well, let me see if I can get that. Yeah, there we go. Get the right handle going on. As excited as I was when this happened a few days ago, because Matt Gaetz was the absolute best person to lead the Department of Justice as the Attorney General pick. He withdrew after yesterday meeting with senators, he withdrew his nomination by Donald J. Trump, so he will no longer is in contention to be Attorney General. before we get to my, which I I had an inkling or some inside info that this may be coming down the pike. So I posted what I did a couple days ago, but we'll get back to that. Here are the 4 that were hard-nosed, and it took at least 4. If there were 4 hard-nosed ones, senators, U.S. senators, he couldn't get by the confirmation process. Then Trump would have had to go to a recess appointment or that other one, whatever, 1998 Act. There are the 4 senators, John, that said they were hard-nosed, didn't matter what, they weren't voting for Gates as Attorney General. I don't know much about them, but coming from Utah, well, they had Orrin Hatch. I thought we were rid of that. John Curtis of Utah. The next 2 we already knew out of the gate were not going to be in it. Murkowski and Collins of Maine and Alaska. That was a given. And, of course, the odious Mitch McConnell. It's time for Mitch McConnell. Well, at least he's no longer Senate Majority Leader. But Thune is running the same crap. Thune should have said, hey, Mitch, you don't vote for this. Your ass is grassed. We need leaders, and as much as I disagree with them politically, we need leaders in the Republican Party in the House and Senate, Mike Johnson and now John Thune, to run it like Nancy Pelosi and Chucky Schumer. You get this crap done. If you don't do this like Rahm Emanuel did in the Clinton days and George Stephanopoulos, not only will you never work in town, you will never experience a joyful day in your life. We can't have this. John Thune should, okay, say Collins or Murkowski, you're good. Even Mitch McConnell. Okay, Mitch, you want to do that? One of the 2, Mitch McConnell or John Curtis, he should have said right off the get-go, if you do not support Matt Gaetz, you will face worse scrutiny than Matt Gaetz, Hegseth, and anybody else that's come through here. So it's your choice, buddy. What do you want to do? Republicans, especially establishment Republicans, they got no balls. 1,000 freaking %. Get to, and this is what I posted it 2 days ago on the bottom, and just today I made a post on the X Machine and Facebook. My post 2 days ago, I said, if Gaetz is not Attorney General, then he will be Senator Matt Gaetz. Ron DeSantis should appoint Matt Gaetz as Florida Senator when Rubio gets confirmed, and Trump should nominate Ken Paxton, Attorney General of Texas. Because the Bushites and the establishment and Nancy Pelosi and all that wanted to take out Ken Paxton because he was actually going through and draining the swamp and getting all the swamp creatures out of Texas. And they were pissed. They tried to come up with these same trumped up charges all across the board, tried to impeach, did impeach him, had impeachment hearings, but couldn't take him out of office. And that was led by the Bushites with a big assist from Pelosi and Chucky Schumer and all that. So Ken Paxton has about as much axe to grind as Matt Gaetz did. I think Matt Gaetz was a little tougher, but okay, maybe that was a strategy. You know, okay, we'll throw Gates up there, and then now they're going to look at Ken Paxton and say, well, at least he's not as bad, or he isn't going to. Maybe we can save a semblance of our reputations and keep ourselves out of jail if Ken Paxton's in there. But as we said today, we're going to see Ron DeSantis and Trump need to step up and have some balls. DeSantis needs to say, okay, senators, you didn't want Gates over there, the Attorney General working for Trump. He's going to be in your playground. You're going to deal with him every day. And Donald Trump needs to nominate Ken Paxton for Attorney General. It's time we got it done of that. Man, what a day. We usually say at this time, mandatory, you're back here in 23 hours wide. You're the best darn show in the whole wide world. Until then, see ya! As you know, I've been talking about standing up for our country, doing something. These big box stores stayed open while the little guys closed. Will our voices be heard? Does voting with our dollars work? PatriotSwitch.com gives patriots the power to walk away from the big box stores forever. Stop supporting the enemies of freedom now. That's why PatriotSwitch.com was created, for those who support America. PatriotSwitch.com. Is your car doing the hucklebuck and afraid you will be stuck? Well, head on down to Toyota of San Bernardino, Nissan of San Bernardino, Subaru of San Bernardino, and the San Bernardino Auto Mall, and catch a Camry, look ravishing in a Rogue, or be styling in a Subaru. Don't forget I-10 Toyota and Indio for those of you in the lower desert. You deserve to be the happiest human on the planet. So head on down to one of these 4 great dealerships for the car of your dreams. Spread the word. IE Newswire is now on every Monday through Friday, live at 5 p.m. on Rumble and KMET 1490 AM, 5:30 to 6 p.m. Join all the cool kids who want an eclectic look at the news without all the filters of the evil scoundrels of social media and the despicable dorks of the dominant press. Don't bumble and stumble. Subscribe to IE Newswire on Rumble and roll with the best hillbilly hoedown around.